Well, this is messed up.
Should be the, you know, the overall motto of our campaign here. That's messed up. Hey everyone, we're
Well,
live.
I can find medic's weapon +3, but I can't get it to be a mace. Because as soon as I select medic's weapon, it goes to magic implements.
Uh, Weird. Says any weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked for me. I added it.
Check
Strange.
stream, make sure everything's good.
Yeah, please check.
Ah, there we go.
Told ya. Alright, so recap time.
We entered we entered this like valley and came across more of these. Or was this the second time we entered the valley?
No.
Like a different one?
No,
Okay, so
it's just
we came
very
across
big.
these Gosh clones.
Yeah.
And I think we fought a couple of them, but then we kept moving.
Yeah.
Because they kept appearing out of the walls, so now we're just like, oh shit, now we're trying to get to the end.
Yeah. Strangely enough, they didn't seem to be speaking to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
like mindless drones.
Kinda, yeah.
I think we killed what, 2, 3?
I'm not sure.
Can't
2.
remember now.
At least 2 for sure. They seem to come in pairs.
Yeah. And we killed a bunch of maggots.
Yeah. With faces.
Flesh larva. Pulsating.
Yeah. Take 500 XP for that.
Okay. So we haven't all escaped yet though.
I mean, that's not
we're just about to run out, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So, I mean, put in some music. You are now,
so when we leave,
you know, kind of being semi-chased right now. You're still in that canyon. So, might want to do a few checks.
Yep. Are we going on the new screen or?
No.
like, well, I can't. You have to unpause it, I guess. But do you want us to Archon?
Oh, there we go.
Should we short rest?
No.
We can't. We're getting pursued.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, all our health's full. Is that right? No. Oh no. We just.
No, it's.
We just all
Something ain't
pretty,
right.
Charged. How high are these like cliff walls?
Pretty damn tall. Let me see.
We're talking like 50 feet or something.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Okay, they're pretty damn high then.
Mm-hmm.
It's at least a 2-jumper for Goggins. I guess we'll move down the way.
Yeah, just like you were earlier. You know.
Alright, let's go, guys.
I don't see any obvious exits or anything, other than just go north.
This is just
Someone's gonna have to control.
this is just so you can see how the area looks. It's not representative. A lot of this area here is hard to represent via maps, be that crafted by me or by others. You know, because yeah, what can I tell you about my sick imagination? But I will try my best to describe whatever the hell is happening.
Okay.
So right now you are, running away after fighting some of those motherfuckers, and you find yourself still going through the canyon a bit more. Do some checks to get your bearings, catch your breath, stuff like that. Anything that you think might help.
Goggins do a nature check to sort of get a feel for the environment.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me see. Well, this place is alien to you. Some things might seem familiar at first, but upon closer inspection, something is quite wrong. Such as the pretty red flowers.
Yeah. Unnatural place.
And these growths or vines, as if to say, yeah, I mean, you can see them, right? They're not made of rock, let's just say. And, but the most relevant detail to your current predicament is how the terrain features seem, enlarged somehow, superlative. I mean, this would have been a normal ass valley, but instead it's a whole ass canyon where the earth isn't so split as to produce it naturally. I mean, you've seen stuff like that normally. This isn't something that will occur naturally. But then again, what is in this area? It's like, of course, the geography of freaking hell is different. It's like,
It's like nothing Goggins has ever seen before.
Well, it's all very uncanny, you see.
Hello, gentlemen. I'm just getting that installation.
Hey, fella.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
No, I'm sorry. The character builder seems to be running, and it may actually be properly patched.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Got it working. Sweet.
All right.
Uh,
There's my most recent character sheet. In form I can actually do something with.
I can send it you. Bum, bum. I guess we want to.
I cared about the PDF because that was all I could use at the time.
Yeah, I'll send you the file. Right, boys. I guess we want to move forward. Unless there's any other checks.
Well, you should give checks, It's not just about traversing this distance. This is just so you can see how the environment looks like.
I guess perception is a good one.
You're looking for anything in particular?
Is there?
It's a poor perception. Others should also roll. No, but I think
Anything
this
that's
guy-
gonna jump out and bite us.
Cargo's gonna see if there's any way to like climb out of the like an obvious way to climb out.
Guys, in case you haven't noticed, this is a skill challenge. If you know, roll with a +9 bonus, don't be surprised if you get a fail. I mean, of course it's
Okay, so
counts
we're
for now,
navigating.
but, you know.
I was working on my character sheet, so we're navigating this fleshy canyon.
Huh. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously you want to look out for. What's the ground look like? Is it changing? Is it morphing? Is it like pulsing or breathing or?
Not quite so severe. Not like earlier in the cave. But there is a sort of undergrowth. It's like how should I say
Okay.
it?
So Kale's gonna be using his perception. He wants to keep an eye on that undergrowth, the stuff growing out the walls, basically anything that is moving or could slip or trip the party up, so that if there's any threat or anything, the party will be able to respond quickly.
Good plan, actually. Very sensible thing to do. It'll probably pay off. But for now, the ground is, thinly covered, if at all, with, organic material. And the walls are kind of too far and stuff to be of any use. But you do watch, including way above your head, where one of those growths, those formations might, break off and hit you on the head or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
So you do keep your head on quite a swivel.
Ground here looks bad too. It's like a freaking mix between a hemorrhoid and teenager's acme.
I mean, no, it's not quite that infested. That's my point, Either way, you should have quite a good pace to your walking, a brisk step. For that, I will request group athletics.
Oh boy.
Favorite.
All that crazy rolling for just a 7. Boo.
Oh, Fritz away, isn't it? I'll roll for it. He's gonna thank me for that.
Ha! You guys suffer cramps. Wait. You didn't take 5. You didn't take 5 damage. You have THP. Ah, you have THP. Well, I just. Okay, so I need to remove your THP. And do damage that way. Boom. Okay. Because you are in a hurry, and the terrain isn't the most stable, just natively, not because of any fleshy bullshit, Right. if I request a group endurance check now, you're gonna hate me, eh?
Ooh.
And
Group
this time you can
endurance?
even assist.
I mean, we all have to roll, right? If it's a group endurance.
Yeah.
So here's a question. Would Kale be able to use Divine Fortune, even though it's not a saving throw,
Hmm.
for roleplay favor?
Let me see. Well, if it was about a skill, oh, for flavor, yeah, sure.
Calling on Paylor in this dark alien landscape to give them a feeling of comfort so that they can better perform.
Well, you could just say you pray, you know.
Oh, well, that would be religion.
Yeah, yeah, do religion actually. Good idea. Yeah,
Because faith comforts when you're in an alien, unfamiliar landscape.
yeah. Wasteland. Whoo! Or like one of those 40k chaplains.
Faith healers.
Yeah, and but also warriors.
Zealot.
Right.
Now all he needs is a Melta and a Pope hat.
Let me see. Yeah, that prayer earlier, really did work to inspire and remoralize your friends. That gives you a bonus, but we'll see where and when. Now, as you're trekking, you might be interested in, rolling some different things. Such as maybe dungeoneering.
Oh boy.
Combined with nature, I suppose would. But since this isn't a regular part of nature, dungeoneering would be more appropriate. To find, if there's water, food. I'm not sure if your provisions have quite a lot, but.
Kale has a decent engineering. Is anyone else particularly good at it? I know Goggins is nature.
It's keyed off wisdom, so likely you're the best at it.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I have a plus 14.
Not bad.
Okay, yeah.
Kale's carrying this group.
Well.
I don't think dungeoneering alone would probably cut it though. This is all living shit.
Well, not all, It's like mostly normal, except for, the infestation.
Okay, so here's a question. This terrain is all alive and shit, right?
Again, not quite like the Living Cathedral. It's just a light, layer of nastiness atop, barren earth.
But it's like flesh growth.
Yeah.
So would Kale be able to use healing to be familiar with the terrain? Like, oh, that looks like a mucous membrane. That's gonna be slick. Or, oh, that's dandruff. That's probably like a scalp, so it's got more firm footing.
No, you make a good point. Like earlier when you almost slid down that surface where that stomach acid thing was. Yeah, that's a perfectly appropriate roll to make. In fact, yeah, roll it.
Most of these feel like assisting rolls.
Maybe Frith can assist this. Just roll a clear d20.
No, I mean, like, it feels like these are things Kale would be able to do to help the group, but they wouldn't actually make progress on their own.
No, this is going good. I mean, while walking through the... Okay, Frith actually assisted you, so that makes it one hell of a heal check. Good observation. Many structures and patterns seen across this whole flesh thing is indeed modeled closely after the body, right? Certain things you can notice repeating themselves, like body organs and proportions and stuff. Now, these growths from the walls here seem to very slowly sway in the general direction of stimuli. So these are basically like cilia, like small hairs that most mammals have to perceive things, like wind, temperature, humidity, stuff like that.
Okay.
So where earlier there was eyes observing you, sensing you, now it's certainly a bit different. It feels like you are within a giant organism, but like this is growing into one, transforming into one on top of this barren rock world. It's basically like the moon, if I were to be honest with you. It's like...
So he's trying to make he's trying to turn this barren landscape into like that cathedral we were in. He's trying to turn it into a big living thing.
Yeah. And
he's growing himself a body, the freak.
consider this. Give me an insight check, by the way. You and only you for now.
Oh, insight. I don't know. I'm not so good at that.
I rolled accident. Oh man.
It's still high.
Oh Jesus. Can I get this guy to do it instead?
Yeah. 3 turns into a 24.
Oh. This guy.
Stay in your lane, Holiday.
Yeah, this guy suffers some serious brain fog. No, but you can probably intuit something by yourself. Why there is a special realm for this kind of thing and not the real world. I mean, the guy's basically crushed anyone who's still against him. So why all this,
Part of his bigger goal. He always seems to be about something bigger and better.
Sure, but
maybe he's
how and why
he's trying to grow a body. Maybe he thinks he can become a demigod.
Well, that's interesting.
If
You're quite getting there. So consider this: the way he gathers, harvests flesh out in the real world, let's say, in the prima materia, this realm might well operate under very different rules, which might well permit that flesh to grow.
It's a demi-plane.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. So consider that it may work differently here.
Well,
Here
look on the bright.
goes.
Look on the bright side, fellas.
Always look on the bright side
We're-
of life.
We're gonna have so many stem cells to heal people with after we abort this baby.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Birth of a new demigod.
And a whole lot of beef jerky.
Ooh.
We've got a big enough larder. We can accommodate
Beef
it.
jerky, stem cells, and placenta. Let's go.
Yeah, and replacement cucks. Right. So yeah, it's rather unsettling if you put it that way. I assume Kiel will be blunt about this assumption to the rest of the guys. It's like, yo,
Oh, yeah.
guys, check out what's running through my head about this place.
Kale always assumes he's right.
Also that. So yeah, knowing that,
My God has shown me the truth.
the thing is, after a while, after running for a good, I don't know, half a kilometer, maybe even more, these clones start to drop off. They're no longer showing up, and
What start to drop off?
the enemies. They're not showing up
Oh.
anymore. They're not, chasing you anymore.
Yeah, the gosh, the gore feeder
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. And in fact, in the distance, quite a bit of distance, you see the canyon, go up and open up. You'll be able to rise to the surface from there. Sorry. Right?
Hmm.
Forward ho.
It's not too far ahead, everybody, Fred.
Alright.
Right, so I assume you make the trek forwards. And eventually you do rise above to the level of, the area here. Right? But the trouble is you have a hard time orienting yourself.
Get
there's
out
no,
of the butt crack.
There's no real way to tell the compass here. I mean, you have a compasses, but they're not working exactly as you want them to. If you take a look at one of your compasses, which you might be, inclined to do, adventurous guys being, especially in
Please tell me
such
it's not doing
a
that thing where it's spinning in every direction.
well.
I
No,
hate it when they do that.
no, it's a bit too over the top. But it shows north as where you came in, right? And you can be pretty sure that the compass considers that place true north, whereas with any reasonable planet that's not the case. Actually, no. True north, it shows towards a direction that's definitely on Earth and not you know, relatively nearby, not the poles. Right?
Wouldn't be a surprise if a compass makes no sense in this place.
No, so I suppose the compass does show the way towards something. Whether that is something you want to find out anytime soon is remains to be seen.
Yeah. Maybe we can use it when we need to get the hell out of here.
You can use it to orient yourself. So, you know,
It's just not.
You got a fixed point somewhere to the north, presumably.
Back the way we came.
But no, it's forwards still.
Well, no, I'm saying the compass is pointing. You said it was pointing the way
No,
we came from?
ignore that first part. No, it's pointing towards something, like way up in the distance, but still not the fucking north.
So rather than pointing north, it's like Jack Sparrow's compass right now. It's pointing us where we want to go.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure you want to go there, but you know,
Want to, have to.
at least not right away. Maybe there are things here that you know, are worth exploring.
Ugh.
Not with your carks. I just mean, you know, what mad? Well, yeah, it's pretty mad. What can I tell you?
I don't know. If somebody wants to explore, they're gonna have to speak up, because I know Kale doesn't want to explore this.
If we see a really obvious thing that might be worth looking at, maybe. But as it
Well,
stands-
right now, the place is kind of misty, so you can't really see much in the distance. If you want to pick a direction and go, I can help with that.
Kale's already at the point where he might never eat a medium rare steak again.
You can roll me a d12.
I always liked my steak rare with lots of spice.
You can roll me a d12.
Calling this is ruined for him at this point.
Guys, roll me a d12 to determine the direction in which you go.
Who's rolling it?
Whoever wants to.
Somebody roll it.
Whoever thinks they're lucky.
Kale rolled like everything on the skill challenge. Nobody else rolled it.
Oh,
A 9.
That was like-
Okay, a 9.
everyone rolled at the same time.
We all roll at once. Oh, oops. I rolled twice. Well, 9 is better.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, I will have to upload a quick little something. Okay. You know, bear with me, guys. This is, you know. So you walk in one particular direction until you reach what looks to be a well, not a forest, more like a field. Very big field of you know, growths like vines or various things like that. Let me put down the picture. And you can tell me what the hell this is. I'd say you can see there's trees like here.
I'm
and
still waiting for it to
bushes
load.
here, bushes right. So you come from here. You're tall like this, right? So this is the scale of things.
It's
I'm
like a
reloading.
zit.
Huh?
Oh, that's horrifying. Don't see me.
I'm reloading because I can't see anything.
Uh,
Oh, here we go.
right. So over the tree line
Oh, that.
and the hills and stuff, there have been these curtains. They look like freaking sheets or curtains. Very thin, very wispy, very transparent, but all very bright red. Everything that's red around here is super bright and saturated. Now you may want to, decide if you're gonna walk through or not. Decide what significance this thing might have, considering the very alien metaphysics of this place.
Kind of reminds me of the red weed from War of the Worlds. You ever read it or seen the movies?
I don't remember that part actually.
It's like a weed that comes from Mars, essentially.
Huh.
Cool.
I'd like to smoke that.
Gets you crazy high.
In the sky. Right, so guys, if you wanna try to discern more about this thing here, might wanna roll an Arcana or even religion.
Just think what's in the middle,
The general area,
or
even.
just the area. Okay.
Hollow's better at both of those than me, but I'm still gonna try a religion.
Yeah, you can.
Cameo thing, isn't it?
I'm only plus 11 on religion.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Or
not
we're
great.
both plus 11.
Not great.
I could roll religion.
I mean, isn't your bonus?
I'm feeling lucky.
Okay.
Rolling a 20.
Oh yeah.
That's not bad.
How dare you, Frith? Bad enough I gotta deal with this shit from Hollow Deer.
Okay. Well, what you are trying to discern from here is basically a symbol, a holy site that represents isolation, loneliness, withdrawal, even. See that one subject up in the middle of so much chaos, so much. I mean, there is matter, but at the same time, there is nothing. Right? There's nothing coherent about that which surrounds that one subject.
Taking a short rest.
Yeah.
Probably should.
I probably should too if we're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
No point in healing. Give that.
Oh, we get an action point back, right? Is that
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So milestone 2.
Mm-hmm.
Armor goes up 1.
Yeah.
Oh, AC increases by 1?
Mine
What?
does.
Yeah, because he has a special armor.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Chris
Every
armor.
2 milestone. Every milestone I get a
+1 AC.
Armor. yeah.
Oh wait, so we're resting here?
Just
Short
short
rest.
rest.
Okay.
Breath.
Deliverance of faith. Oh,
Right. So, in light of that insight that who rolled earlier, Frith.
Breath.
yeah. Oh, it was religion.
In light of that, what do you feel like this is about?
What do I feel it's about? I think they're the tendrils of flesh energy feeding the central node.
That would seem
What-
to make sense.
What makes you think that?
They're bright red, and that
Well, it
like
could
that
be-
thing looks like. I bet you there's a freak under that sheet.
Or like you make it sound as if this is a tree and its roots. That may not be the case necessarily.
It would be more like blood vessels.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. It could be a trap. I don't know.
Well, this whole dimension is a trap, if you ask me. But
Blood vessels. Well, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
I've heard that before.
no, but again, think about what this particular challenge might be about.
About figuring it out or trying to not kill it, but stop it in some other way. The idea being, oh, well, we've got all these options. Like, what happens if we attack one of the, not attack to destroy, but attack to remove the tendrils?
Can try
Chop
that.
the
Like,
tendril.
how sturdy are they?
But trying to, you know, figure out what this area's special feature is. Now, if you just go attacking stuff, some stuff might, you know, attack back.
No.
So you
more
gotta,
like
you can do it, of course.
Is
But
this
you
the
gotta,
placenta?
you gotta think like a good 14 times before you actually do it.
Is this the placenta?
No,
we did we kind of looked at the whole room. That was what the religion check was for. But did we closely examine one of the tendrils?
I said they're very thin sheets. You know, like a very thin blanket, all across the landscape. And
I
they
see.
twist and you know, swirl and cover the tree line.
Okay, but they are a solid thing. They're not like
Yeah.
a run of water or something.
No.
You can't interrupt them by sticking your hand in there. It's
No,
a
no,
real
no.
thing.
It's like a very thin textile.
Hmm.
In
Nail or-
resistance, I guess. The feel is of course different.
You might as well just grab a little bit and see what happens.
As long as you're the one to do it, man.
Yeah, okay. Goggins is gonna try and grab some in his hand. See what
Yeah.
happens.
You can take it. You can rip a piece. You know, wipe your ass with it.
Smell it.
You know, it smells rather bloody, but other than that,
Expect that.
you know,
It's made of blood.
Does it does like liquid come off in his hands, or is it
no,
solid?
yeah, it looks solid. Like if someone weaved blood, if that makes sense at all.
But it's not liquid, so it doesn't stink.
No,
Okay.
no. I suppose a vampire could, you know, eat a wad of it. Maybe it would do something for him, but
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Giant.
We have no vampires.
We inside a
Unfortunately,
giant
they'd already
pussy.
be dead.
The giant pussy in his period time.
Oh my god.
Shit. Are these rags?
I suppose you can call him that, but the rag is kind of thick in my view. This is very thin.
So this thing's on the rag.
Come on, guys.
Oh god. Come on.
Consider
Alright.
the meaning of this thing, because it's like
Is it
Is this like
chrysalis?
Is this the
no.
the uterus?
You can roll me a
We're
kill
not
check for that,
Talking
but
about
it doesn't look that way.
uteruses.
Doesn't give off that vibe at all.
It's not like a growth
No,
at all.
No, it looks like a lot of those sheets are covering something, like you would put a white sheet over some furniture. But this looks like
Yeah.
a whole lot of layers. Right? Yeah,
Like a balaclava.
You know they're all
Baklava.
connected to the thing in the distance.
yeah, a lot of veils over it. So every strand of this thing seems to come from that central thing. It's like, do you remember Adam's family, cousin It? Had like a lot of hair,
Mm.
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh. Here's a question I never asked. These sheets, they go off into the distance, right? That's where they come from.
Well, they're kind of local, right? At some point, they curl and twist back, and that's the end of them.
Oh. I assumed this
This is like a forest, right?
bad assumption. I figured this
I mean,
was
normally, without the, magic shit, it would have been a forest. Right? Because you can see the forest
figured-
right under, you know, you can see the trees,
Yeah.
the canopy, right? Going like this, sort of.
I had initially thought that this was some sort of like, again, I kept getting stuck on blood vessels. The idea of like it's pulling in nutrients from someplace far away. I
Well,
think it's more
presumably
likely
the whole
that
thing
this
is communicating, right? Because it's, you can technically consider it one large organism, even
So
if
it's
you,
like a communicable disease.
yeah, it's like a, like a
I think it's more like it's
moss
feeding
that's
off of this
growing,
forest. Or
that's
wait,
enveloping the whole thing, right?
is it feeding off the forest, or is the forest feeding off of it?
The forest seems none worse for wear, actually. Even while
Of course,
shaded.
there's no sunlight here.
So it's just a
Yeah, well,
spontaneous growth.
what do you mean spontaneous?
It's not growing out of anything or off of anything. It's just
No, actually, when you look at that central pillar thing, you would have maybe expected to see like a hairline. Like Cousin It had a hairline from which you can see hair coming out of. No, this looks like it's just covered by the sheets, and that's it. No indication that it's originating from there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it could be the exact opposite of what we thought. It's not the thing in the middle is generating this. It's that this whatever we're looking at is there because might be feeding off of it. really stuck on that idea of being feeding off of it, so maybe that's not even accurate.
You gotta think a bit symbolically with this stuff, because this is no longer operating by the normal rules of logic and reality. You gotta think like that figure. Let's consider that a figure, right? It's isolating here. That seems to be the appearance of things. Maybe even hiding. Hiding! Is that something that a keyword that maybe pops through your head as you realize that it's covered by those sheets?
Interesting. Okay. That's not what I expected, but I can see why that would be bad.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Okay, so the question then is, do we attempt to make it stop hiding? But the real question is, what is it hiding from? Because, I mean, obviously there's some real nasty stuff in
Could be
there.
a great many things, in fact. Maybe it isn't hiding voluntarily, maybe it's been shunned somehow.
Although, I mean, considering anything that's hiding from a place this vile, probably isn't actually that bad.
Might
By which I
not
mean,
be-
like,
might
okay.
not be that literal, in fact.
Well, like, okay, like I'm thinking about if this is a body, well, what hides in a body? Well, viruses and cancer cells and horrible, horrible things, but they're horrible to the body. If we also were trying
Well,
to destroy that,
it may be a well, it's not quite a body yet. You see, first it's a world. Yes, a very dead world, but right, and
Maybe this is a
gotta consider the metaphysics of this place are screwy. Things,
maybe this is something that it considers a foreign contaminant.
yeah. But again, that's
be.
more body, less world.
Maybe it's wrapping it up.
I don't know, like a buildup of infection or pus.
You know, we could try to open it up and see what's in here. Maybe we're not the first ones to come here.
Or maybe
There was
Yeah,
something
or
living
maybe-
there maybe there was something living here before that he usurped when he came over here.
maybe
Or maybe, the exact
you
moment we
can move
unwrap
on.
this thing,
You
whatever
know,
is
that's
hiding
always
will arrive.
a viable option. Just fucking off.
Says the guy who wanted us to go exploring and
I
poke
mean,
around.
this is what came from the dice. And I'm just giving you your options. You can even go and go smite you. It's up to you. You know. Just
I'm not saying it's not worth trying to interact with whatever's hiding up there, but I do have my concerns that the exact moment we do, the thing it's hiding from will show up.
might not be quite that. Because it's not hiding necessarily from a creature.
Mm.
Well, why don't we open
Right.
it up and see?
Well,
Because
there's
if you
no real
want
harm
to
in
keep
interacting.
a creature at bay, you need, a wall and fire.
Unless
Kills-
this thing is extremely naive. Hiding
Kale's-
under a blanket
Kale's
and
curious
the
at
idea of
this
a
point.
spell.
This might be something we could use. So let's open it up and see what's in there.
That's a bit of a hike, though. You maybe don't realize the scale of things, but
I mean, it's within sight, right?
sure, it'll take you about an hour.
We're not on like a super sensitive timeline, are we?
Well,
Maybe
time
not.
here, we don't know how time here corresponds to anything in
Maybe
the real
not.
world anyway.
Ah,
Good point.
fuck, you're right.
Good point. But yeah, you can go and try to explore and interact. Although your passive insight, your spidey senses tingle a bit, and they advise you to go alone.
Go alone.
Yeah.
My insight has never told me to go alone.
Trust me, this is what happens.
Is this like King Arthur and
Oh.
the knights going into
And
the
I
dark
can even
forest?
explain it to you if your character stops to think about that hunch, basically. It's just a hunch for now.
So Kale gets a
Uh,
hunch that
yeah,
not
that-
only should they explore this thing that's an hour away, but
That's
he
your
should
call.
go explore it by himself.
Yeah, so the hunch he gets about that starts to think like, why would I think that? Well, consider that this forest area location symbolizes a solitude and isolation. You want to respect that. You know, I think it was you who rolled the religion, or Frith. I think with Frith actually.
Yeah.
Right, so given that significance the area holds, you want to be sort of respectful of it and go along. If you want to potentially commune with whatever is in there.
Are you guys fine waiting if I take this up on my own?
Yeah.
We could wait. We don't have to.
Just
But
sitting
I think
around for an
it's
hour?
Far better to wait.
Okay. Well, I get the feeling I need to look into this. So,
Mm-hmm. Right.
Hopefully
so
I'll be back.
You go through the curtains. Careful not to rip up any of them.
beef curtains.
Technically.
Sorry,
Right, and make your way through carefully.
Wait, before he goes, should we like tie some rope around him?
Good idea.
Looking at
We got an hour's worth of travel for
Pull him
in,
up.
in
Yeah.
rope.
Excuse me for just a second, gentlemen.
Now
Give me
we're
like 5 minutes.
considering that the brush is very thick.
Man, it's
If
it's
it
taking me a
was-
long time to
it-
find the clit.
If it was if it was like a Walmart parking lot, you could probably do it in 20 minutes, right?
Okay.
I mean, generally I don't go looking for one of those in the Walmart parking lot.
Oh.
Oh, that was awful, and I loved it.
That's what
Right.
she said.
Eventually, you end up nearby the, pillar or thing. And indeed, you can see the multiple layers covering the thing. You decide that maybe, pulling on them is not such a good thing, but you do put your hands on the thing. And, focus, concentrate, try to commune with the thing. Give me, charisma check.
Close my eyes and look for the light in the dark. Straight charisma.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, it's not that bad.
The bonus. Straight 10.
What's that?
Or Taylor bonus. Isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
straight 10.
I think that one's for skills specifically.
Oh.
Charisma-based skills, yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, let me see.
That's not a good roll. I rolled
Yeah,
a 2.
Okay, I guess you should spend a talent shard.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got those.
Okay, and
I forget what they.
with
Something
you know,
something bonus.
difficulty, you do manage to feel a presence within. It's vague. It's not as if there's literally someone stuck in there, and it's something way more abstract, more vague. You can vaguely feel a presence in there. Now, you can't really discern its nature. What you can tell is that one, it's not malevolent, which is the, first concern with this kind of weird shit. But then you feel as if a path has opened for you by being here with this entity. By reaching out to this, lonely thing. So that's what happens. How about that? This was
Offered comfort to some poor lonely being, and it opened up a path.
Yeah. Well,
I need to get out of here before I end up in another relationship.
Gotta consider that my words can carry double or multiple meanings. So then, yeah. Either way, you have completed this area.
Yep, you just stimulate
Very-
that
very
little
chill
nubby thing that
considering-
pokes out, and it
Yeah,
opens up a path.
Yeah, very chill considering what could have been here.
If you had pissed it off.
Yeah, and good thing you managed to short rest as well. By the way, every one of you short rested?
Yeah, I did.
Hollow, maybe not.
So,
Yeah. There you go. Okay. So if you want to move...
Oh, just took a long rest.
Oh, shit.
That was an oopsie.
Well, I do think...
Had he used any dailies?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, actually. Well, maybe not. Face of Death. Phantasmal Assailant grants. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no problem. HP, you remember the HP by any chance?
they were all pretty high.
He was almost full, if not full.
Yeah. But surges, I think that's gotta be like 3.
2, 3.
2, I think 2 sounds about right, actually. Okay, no problem. Right, so you can move to a new area by rolling the die. D12.
Us?
I'll roll it, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
take a
yeah, go
look.
ahead.
Let the bar roll the d12. That makes sense.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So, you return from where you came on the path, and then you take a different direction halfway through. You travel quite a bit through some forested area, up a hill and down a valley. By the end of it, you notice a church, like out in the middle of nowhere, basically. There's no town, not even a river. Let's say it's just a church, a cathedral.
Churches make me itchy, but something tells me this isn't a real church.
Well, it's unique because, like, the structure of the church, like where you would have beams and stuff and supports for your windows, nothing in between. It's just the supports. It's as if it's the bones of a cathedral. Does that make sense to you?
It does.
Right, and you can see inside basically if you only get close enough, because you're pretty far away still. You're just above, like where the hill starts to slope down. Presumably, Gargans, give me a quick perception if you don't mind. Athletics, well, gonna climb a tree, but that's, you know, you're gonna climb it. Let's not fuck around.
Throwing.
Yeah, you're gonna climb it. Let's not fuck around. Be right back. Ah, he's be right back as well. Oh, damn. Alright. See you soon.
I could roll athletics if you want for him. Want me to do it?
You certainly could.
Better than me.
Ooh, I think I like that one. 39 good?
We don't know for sure, but I'd be willing to bet it probably is. You're climbing a tree.
I think only there's only 3 other rolls that are better, so.
Everybody stepping away for a moment.
I'm still
I didn't
here.
hear
I'm just
it.
not doing anything.
Yeah,
know
I'm
what's
gonna go.
happening.
I'm gonna go grab
I mean-
some water quick.
We could talk about what the church is supposed to represent, because obviously we're in a lot of metaphorical, metaphysical stuff.
Alright guys, sorry about that. Athletics okay, you climb. Perception.
Yeah. Roll perception?
Yeah.
Mine's 12. Kelly, I guess yours is. Am I doing it though? Is that what the thing is?
Gargans should do it.
Goggins perception. Sorry, I'm my own guy. Alright, perception. Not very good. 12.
Yeah, he can't tell if and what is inside the church thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
But you can always just go closer.
Well, let's go closer, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, Barry, you rolled an excellent athletics and then an absolute shite perception.
Yeah.
that seems about right.
It's the classic I can't see shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jump first, look later.
We should get Goggins some binoculars. We could get him to climb trees and take a
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, I think you can get something like that. What do you call it? Spyglass. You know?
Mm.
Does that enhance your perception, your sight?
Yeah,
Or something?
yeah.
That'd be
Specifically
sweet.
during long view, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right, we have to get one.
Yeah.
Don't know
think,
who his
uh,
eyesight is
I think
naturally.
Gorat might have had one. Or someone, in any case. I do remember something like that.
I think the murder hobo,
The what now?
the gnome did.
Maybe. Either way.
All right, well, let's go in,
yeah,
or?
Yeah, you should go closer. Because you're out of options otherwise.
I'm not be seeing things properly. Reroll a little.
Are we heading to this?
Huh? No. No, you're done with this area. But I can't reveal
okay.
the next one yet.
Okay. All right. Well.
I assume you go
Your
closer,
door?
yeah?
They said a lot of it. They said everything between the beams is gone. Is the door still there, or is it just an archway?
No, it's just, supports. Arches, atop the thing. But no, walls, stained glass, doors even.
Skeleton.
Yeah, just skeleton of a church, a big ass church. Pretty big. I mean,
If we choose to enter this building, I don't think it's a significant stretch to say that how we enter it is going to matter. Whether we go through the door, whether we break through what would have once been a window.
you make a good point, actually. So pay attention to how you make your entry. It matters.
All right. Do you want to go in the front door or one of the windows?
It depends on if we're trying to break in to assault something or just to figure out what's going on. Considering last time we chose not violence initially and it ended up working out for us, maybe just with the door.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on it, guys?
Guard?
Nope. All right. Well, let's go through. Get in. Let's get up in there.
As you approach what would have been the doorway normally, we can start seeing inside. There's walls, the middle, sort of creating rows. The floor, meanwhile, is how the fuck do I? Actually, let me just reveal the map, and that way you can see what I mean when I describe it. Okay, this is what you see. Well, this is way closer than you are right now in the picture, but you can see, right, the structure, the walls here. They look like giant bookshelves, but they hold no books. In fact, they have some kind of drapes,
Back, by the way.
Welcome back. And the wall, you can see it's pitted to create some patterns. Yeah. And these three figures, now, you can see they're humanoid, but not quite human. You'll have to get closer for more details about that.
I get the feeling I might want to talk to them. I have an idea, but let's make sure I know what's happening before I...
Well, what do you
What's
want to
the,
what do you want to know before that?
Background of, I mean, these... They seem to be wearing, like, powerful... Not powerful, but Oh, like it's
Distinct.
ornate stuff. Distinct,
see.
ornate.
It's sort of like regalia, am I right?
That's the term.
Sort of like depicting royalty almost.
Something like that, yeah. It's
And what else could clue you into the into what the hell this is? Notice that that, how should I call it? That symbol that stands. Yeah,
big ol' eye.
yeah. Well, maybe not an eye, actually.
Right. It looks like an eyeball, but it might not be one.
No. Where is it on the body? What could be there?
Oh. There's some
Roll,
sort of
roll a
motherhood
heel.
thing? That's
Roll a
pretty
heel
cool.
check. Roll a heel check. I can tell you, it's not that
Oh,
difficult
troll.
actually. Yeah.
Troll, looks like we're the stream is just showing the title screen for some reason.
Oh right. Yeah. Sorry, I turned it that way. I had to load. Yeah. Thank you.
No worries.
Right. So did you roll me a heel check, Kairos?
I'm trying to find my character to roll. Here.
Right. Yeah. Here you go.
There we go. Healing is really not my strong suit, but I'll roll it.
Well, you know.
Oh,
It was almost a 20. It was almost a 20. Wait, hang on. Hang on. Life's losing hand.
oh yeah.
Attack
roll.
or skill check.
Wait, just a second. Ah, it's an encounter power. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna save help it very much.
I have no idea what you just said.
A reroll would check. Would, yeah. With a
Oh, you
bonus.
can use your
With a bonus. Hey.
your lucky charm can do it as well. Your neck piece can do the same thing.
Oh, a
Hey!
reroll.
Woo!
Not just a bonus, but a reroll. Okay.
Oh, shit.
That's pretty funny. It
Yeah.
was almost a 20 last time, and it ticked right over to 2, and this time it was almost a 2, and it ticked over to a 20.
So, a roll of 8, basically, you don't know your head from your asshole in terms of anatomy. But
That's a lucky 7-way floor.
A 20 basically makes you fucking Surgeon General, you know, that kind of deal, you know. Joking aside, you can tell by a various number of things, including, you know, the way this figure appears to be dressed. It's not really dressed, but, you know, the regalia, the clothes, the thing, right? The stature, even the position in the room, and this thing. So this area, this would be a womb if the creature was, you know, female. And you can see, you know, like something may be growing now or has grown some time ago in that place. So this is a female figure of authority. Now, as for what the particular test could be, well, that's up to you to try to figure out.
Are these... Okay. None of them are moving, right?
No, everything's perfectly still. Those two other figures, you intuit, might be the central figure's children, maybe.
And are they facing us or away? It's a little hard to tell. from
Away,
this picture.
but she's facing you.
She's facing us, because
Yeah.
the wombs are on the front.
Usually.
Interesting.
Well, chatter up, Kairos. You know she puts out.
MILF.
Never been great. I've never enjoyed deferring to authority, but doesn't mean I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, it looks like a real dummy mommy.
Ugh.
Just kidding, guys. Let's,
Probably say something akin to Greetings, Exalted One, or something similar, approaching with a bow.
You do that?
Or why not?
Well, if you do that, well, nothing happens yet.
Yeah, I didn't think it would. But I figured it was wise to at least announce our presence before I, get any closer. Grief, I still don't know what I'm looking at here.
So think about the archetype here. Like, what is female figure of authority in, most people's lives?
Mother.
Well, mother.
Yeah,
Fairly obviously.
yeah.
With
so,
the womb and everything.
Yeah, this kind of signifies that. To an extent, of course. It's, very unnatural otherwise. But this is what I'm talking about, this area here. Like, in the real world, a room is, has a function. Someone meant to build it. This here is very different. These are, concepts taken form. Maybe even various archetypes of the human mind. Because this place is influenced by the human mind, isn't it?
Okay, the thing is with the lonely figure,
Yeah.
it's easy enough to know
Yeah.
what you do to a lonely figure. You comfort it. But short of deferring or, obeying, what does one do to a mother?
Well, no, that's the thing.
Ask her about her children.
Well, see, no, you make a good point, right? Because the way you define a mother is she has one or more children. But at the same time, this dynamic may become, dysfunctional.
Like, yeah, approaching a child, the child of
Like,
someone this powerful.
consider
might
the
be-
positioning of these children. They are
they're
facing away
behind her.
and behind her. They are being sheltered. Yes? By
We're also-
by
we're
a
also-
huge overbearing figure of authority.
We're coming here to stop the birth of a demigod or something, or at least that's what Kale thinks. So maybe she might know something about what's going on.
That's
Maybe
if
she is the thing who will birth the demigod.
that's oh, maybe not. There's not much to suggest that. You can even roll me an Arcana, but I can already
Yeah,
tell you.
not,
yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, no.
spitballing.
Yeah, no. No, but consider that this world is born from pure, raw humanity. Right? And these aspects might just be, human archetypes. Or profound, primordial concepts.
But
Right?
don't tell me we're
The-
looking at the devouring mother archetype.
Well, that's.
He's a hamster!
I suppose you can even call it that. Like overbearing, right? Overprotective. Controlling, even.
Okay. Well, at that point, I suppose there's exactly two options. Attempt to change this through reasoning, which will likely not work, or attempt to solve it with force, which will be unpleasant.
But what exactly are you trying to achieve?
Well, I know my character knows a little something about being shackled by one's ancestors.
Huh, very interesting. Very interesting.
Wow.
Very well put, in fact.
And so it becomes a situation of if the children, the metaphysical children,
Mm-hmm.
are being, held back or held down, by that which created them solely because they created them, without providing any further assistance sense, or without being in any way worthy of their praise or allegiance. I think Kairos would very much like that state of affairs to no longer continue.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, going into your interpretation of things, but how would you go about doing that? Because, that's really the real question here.
Yes, it's one thing to say things, another thing to make them so. Something tells me intimidation's not going to work here.
Nope.
This thing's twice my size.
I mean, it's not even about that, but I can tell you, you shouldn't even bother. You won't get a response, that's the thing. So, save you some time.
If we want a response, the one thing that is guaranteed to get a response, I think, if anything is to approach the children. That will likely turn this into a combat encounter.
I think that's a good theory.
So, whether or not that's a good
Maybe ask her for a hug first.
Buy her a drink, you riskless bastards.
No, I was saying ask her for a hug. Everybody can ask their mom for a hug. Mothers want hugs from their children.
Well...
but I don't think she sees us as her children, is the point.
I mean, she's like the embodiment of motherhood. She probably sees everything as a child. I don't know.
Possible.
That does change things. Well, what exactly is the dynamic here? If the dynamic is those are her children and she sees us as a threat to them, then yes, that will make things into likely a combat encounter, or at least things will deteriorate if we approach the children. If she sees all of us as her children, then the way to make this a problem is if we ever try to leave.
Leave?
If we try to leave the cathedral, then that's going to be what's going to make her angry.
I don't know. Well,
if she sees us as her children. If she sees us as a threat that she wants.
Even then,
Good theories.
I don't know. That last part, I'm not sure about.
I like that they're hypothetical scenarios.
Yeah, no. We're in a good mind space, actually. Because you really got into the spirit of thinking really, unconventionally about these things. Because it's not like, a gap you need to jump or, a wagon you need to protect. No. No, it's way different.
Okay.
So, what's the issue here we want to fix? So, with the hermit, his loneliness crippled him, shielded him from the world. Where you gave him a taste of the outside world, a caring stranger. That seems to do something. Tell him that, being alone is okay. And you can connect with other people whenever you want. Now this presents a different issue. Right? We've agreed this is an overbearing mother. Potentially those kids have been already transed. So, how would you go about
if they're actually loyal to her,
well,
then it's a dysfunctional.
Would they even have a choice? See?
True, but if they truly
maybe if they
believe
just talk it out and share their feelings.
I don't know if these are archetypes. Definitionally, they tend not to change very much.
Well, you could take.
Well, they're familiar archetypes.
You could take steps to, change things a bit.
Oh. Okay. Well, the obvious choice, if none of them are going to move,
Yeah.
is turn them to face each other. I mean, if we're doing literal archetypical stuff,
Diagnosis. Yeah, like
And-
Jungian analysis, right?
Yeah, it's all metaphorical and metaphysical. Literally rotating them to face each other would be a good first start.
Hmm. You could try. I'm not sure how excited the rest of the party is about this idea. You know, we kind of want to be sure about stuff before we do them.
Cool with the experiment.
Yeah, it's like trial and error might have serious repercussions around these parts. That's my point.
Certainly true.
Well, you always want to try and leave the place better than you found it.
Yeah.
What's the what is the stuff on the walls there? Is that just, you said it was like walls and
Drapes.
such?
Yeah, it's drapes.
Okay, drapes. So nothing special there. Nothing special on the floors.
No, really no.
It's just the figures. What are the other figures? Okay, the mother figure is in like regalia. What are the
Yeah.
children wearing?
She has like a shawl on her head, like a. I'm not sure how to say it. It's not like a hijab where her whole head is covered, because you can see like her hair in a bun back there, right? That's how you can tell it's a woman mostly. The other has a similar robe, you know, long robe. Except he has another layer, shorter layer of what looks to be thick leather. That's the kind of texture it has from where you're at, as well as a helmet. This guy
that's
might
what
be
he's
a
special.
soldier archetype, right? Your mother and the soldier.
Well, I mean, if we combine the archetypes in the wrong way, we get a child soldier. That's always unpleasant.
Well, everyone is someone else's child, right?
True.
But yeah.
I always
So-
draw a blank at the worst
so
times
just,
of these.
So if you go like Sherlock in that pretty good TV show, remember how he did things like he observed various details on a person, and using those he could infer all kinds of weird stuff like that you wouldn't even be able to connect. Maybe
Here's an
some insight checks would really
Oh, bloody hell, we have
seal
insight
the
checks.
deal. Sorry, what?
Yep, I completely forgot about that. Yep.
What?
Alright. Just that we have
But
insight
we can do
checks.
checks.
Yeah, you
It's probably not gonna be
ab-
great for it to
absolutely
be
can do
me.
checks. But someone else
especially 'cause
can
I've already-
roll theirs.
I've
You
already
can have
burned
Kill.
my
Okay,
feelings,
Kill
yeah.
has crazy insight,
Yes, he does.
so might as well. Okay, so yeah,
Oof.
you can tell pretty much everything we've discussed so far relating to the dynamics of these individuals. How much did you roll? 20. Mind using one more of those talent charts? Or
Sure.
yeah. Okay, so you're out of talent charts. 29 is exactly hard DC for what you need here. Right, so as we've discussed, this is the archetype of an overbearing mother. She has raised her children to be exemplary, paragons of their respective virtues, motherhood and martial prowess. But they seem very somber, very not content, maybe, with their lots in life. But she stands, overbearing, above them and away from them, which, might clue you in that, despite that experience, despite that, those sacrifices and work for them, she's not pleased. Right? That's the kind of dynamic guard gets from this, and they can't even begin to rebel on their own because the way this place works, flesh doesn't fall far from the flesh tree. So.
And we have literal flesh trees here, so
Yeah.
you know,
So yeah.
more true than usual.
Yeah. So.
Okay. The way I see it, again, we have these archetypes. There's essentially two different ways to try and change them. We can attempt a reconcile, or we can attempt a removal.
Yeah, that's the way I see it as well. But within each options, there's multiple sub options. I think.
It really does come down to whether or not we want to try and bring them back together, which would probably mean, I think, again, rotating them, bringing them together, that sort of thing. Or if it's an attempt to, or if we're trying to remove them, that is guaranteed to start poorly, but it might end well.
Yeah, I can see a bunch of ways. In fact, for each path. But
Of course you can, you've had to plan them.
well, I can also improv quite a bit, actually. Depending on, you guys may end up surprising me. Like, the surprises from these guys came in like first few sessions, actually. But, yeah.
If it was up to Kairos, he's gonna want to free the children. He's gonna see them as being trapped, shackled, as he said earlier.
Through no fault of their own, yeah.
For no fault of their own.
And I suppose that's kind of relatable for him.
So it is exceedingly relatable for him.
I see. How about the others? Do they see this thing in a similar way? Maybe in a different way? Especially considering their own upbringings, maybe.
Yeah, I still don't know that much about these guys in terms of their distant backstories.
Well, Frith actually had a family of his own. I bet he is thinking some things.
It might be very different than what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to think about. I kind of think it needs to die, but I don't know.
I mean, is it even alive to begin with? That's something you need to ask yourself. I mean, it's clearly not human, right? It's a construct.
Yes,
If we were to get really technical about it. Sorry? Yeah.
The thing that it represents might need to die, as I think we're trying to say.
Well, I mean, concrete solutions would be best,
I mean, if we want that outcome, then we should start trying to remove them. Start trying to remove the children, lift them if we can, move them if we can. Either speak to them and try and convince them to leave.
No, are they armed?
Remove them.
You can't tell. They're all rope. You don't know if they have like weapons.
Maybe the mother needs to just let the children go rather than beckoning them. She needs to move on.
How would you do that?
I have no idea.
Well, if you were to take the removal option, I can already tell you, there's multiple ways of going about it. Right? You gotta think really carefully. Because if it fails, might not be good. We'll discuss it the whole way through, so don't worry about that. So if you got ideas, thoughts on how to do it, be sure and tell us.
Here's a question, because I think I had to step out briefly when Kale was interacting with the hermit. Did the hermit ever actually respond, or was it just...
No, he just
like
felt a feeling. So Kale felt...
Kale just reached out and touched him.
Yeah.
It.
and felt a connection, I guess.
Reach out and touch me.
Yeah. I just thought that as well.
Well, I mean, at the very least, that's not a terrible place to start. It's okay. Because I've been thinking of these as almost like automatons, not just archetypes but constructs, which
They
isn't
are
entirely
constructs.
inaccurate.
Yeah, no, they are constructed.
Well, if that's the case, then you just need to find that switch to flip.
Oh, no, it's not like that. Come on.
Or that kind of construct.
Bleh. Not like a fucking robot, dude. Construct means anything built artificial, not born. Right? So it could be, a golem or, a doll or doesn't even have to be alive, as you can tell. Right, but it does have certain rules and responses, so consider that you may want to do something about it eventually.
Alright, well, if no one else has any ideas, I may go over to the soldier and attempt to interact with it, shake his hand or something. Maybe, not draw my sword, but some sort of soldierly rite.
A salute.
Yes, that's the term, obviously.
Okay, go ahead. What
Do I
did
do
you
the
want to
only
do
thing, or do I
first?
just do that?
What did you want to do first? Be precise.
Approach the soldier, arcing right around the entire group. Attempt to stand in front and attempt to interact. Would this be diplomacy, or is this just?
Well,
it's
depends
just a
on
thing
what
I would do?
you want to do, right? Diplomacy is usually when you request something. Right,
So it'll
so
probably be necessary at some point, but not immediately.
diplomacy is using skill to influence others using tact, subtlety, and social grace. Monsters rarely make diplomacy checks. Make a diplomacy check to change opinions, inspire goodwill, haggle, demonstrate proper etiquette and decorum, or negotiate a deal in good faith. Comfort a
Probably gonna
distraught
have to do at least
person.
one of those things before this
Dis-
encounter ends.
Display proper etiquette at a formal event. I suppose if you want to display knightly etiquette, you would use diplomacy.
Suppose that's fair. We got a decent bonus on this. Please don't go badly. Please don't go badly.
You can't
Please
even
don't go
use
badly.
your tailor bonus.
Old worse.
You could have used your bonus. By the way, you know about that. So these
Which
guys,
bonus is this?
so these guys have a tailor as a hireling. That gives them fancy clothes that they can use. What was it, once per day or something like that, to automatically get a roll of 10 on a charisma-based check. So you want diplomacy, you got a plus, let's say 12 bonus. You say, I'm just gonna use my tailor bonus, and that's a 22 total.
Oh,
Yeah, so you know, usually 10
I
is
didn't know that existed.
yeah. Well, now you do. You know, you pop your collar and convince someone that your riz is way bigger than theirs. In fact, they have no riz at all. Anyway,
I'm thinking about, we've got a bunch of rituals that might be useful
really now.
for this bit. We've got read omens, which is quite an interesting one. Costs a healing surge to do it. You can ask one question regarding a particular action, framing the question so the answer tells you whether the chosen action will benefit or harm you or an ally. You can only see about half an hour into the future. kind of interesting.
I can already tell you it's not gonna work in this realm because this realm functions way differently than normal ass reality. So there.
Don't bother spending the healing surge then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good that you're looking at all these different options. But, you know.
Yeah. Probably turning into a tree probably isn't going to help things right now.
No. Not like usual, you know.
Okay. That's my input there.
Did you have something like make friends?
Here, I'll just post them all.
Yeah, good. Anyway, yeah, what other things are you considering doing? You wanted to use diplomacy, yeah, okay. Not great. The entity does not respond. Should have used your Taylor bonus.
I literally didn't know I had it, but okay.
Yeah, so...
So, okay.
I guess it's a good thing you haven't been attacked yet. That's something.
There's that.
Yet.
Yeah. Well, what were the more forceful ways of fixing this in your head?
Literally attempt to remove the children. I say attempt because that will make things worse immediately.
But you wanna move them by force?
Or at least attempt to take their hand or something.
Okay, I see. So
Just touch them.
you mentioned
Yeah.
this is risky. So let's put it down on the list of, you know, best things to potentially do from here. Let's hope we can find something better. Because you're right, it might get risky.
Well, if the mother, or whatever you want to call it, idol is facing towards us,
You can call her the Empress, actually.
the Empress. If she's facing towards us, then she might not necessarily be able to see behind her where the children are.
Okay.
So if we could potentially move them without ever being in her line of sight, we might be able to get away with it.
I don't think that's gonna work. She's
It's a
gonna
theory,
know what's
I
happening
don't-
to her children.
If
It's a theory.
If you don't think she's aware of everything that happens around here, I don't know what to tell you.
She's the archetype of the overbearing mother. She knows
Yeah.
what's happening with her
Like
children.
helicopter parenting to the max.
It's an interesting idea. One thing we haven't used at all yet is the womb. We haven't considered it at all.
Yes, well, and that's very interesting for you to say because, as we've mentioned, it is a large part of her identity, right?
Is this something that is already? No, I think when I checked earlier, even with a nat 20, I couldn't tell if something was growing in there still or not.
Ah, well, you forgot to ask. Well, well, let's see. Well, you actually can't tell if something is in there, but there is a swirl of energy. You know, it looks distinct. It's very it grabs your eye, your notice. It's quite out there, in the middle of an otherwise nondescript red robe, and a shawl and whatever hood on the upper body. Might even look like a wound, because technically it is, right? So maybe, she resents her children for wounding her like that. Might
We
be
could attempt to heal
affect
it.
her. Doesn't look
I
like
have
a quick check. I would probably tell you
a
that
doubt if possible.
it's not the kind of thing that can be. It's like,
And part of her archetype is the wound.
yeah.
Curing it would completely change the dynamic, which, in fairness, is what we want.
Well,
But such a thing may not be possible.
That's the that's the thing.
If we do end up fighting her, I think we just found the weak point.
Yeah, it's the thing that gives her identity, and thus wouldn't be able to remove. It's like telling someone with depression, just cheer up, bro.
It is. Or somebody with it's worse even than telling someone with an infected limb that they have to remove it, because at least that's possible.
Yeah.
Taylor can heal anything, man.
We're existing in a world
Not
of
quite.
archetypes and metaphysic where
Mm-hmm.
reality doesn't exist.
Yeah,
I'm almost surprised we aren't taking on aspects of our archetypes. 'Cause some of us are
it's a sort of surrealist kind of thing, right? Where ideas and concepts not just take shape. They are these grand things that threaten to overwhelm you if you commit a misstep. Which is why we're brainstorming so much and not just, going in.
Mistakes are too.
Yeah, it's like, Sorry. Fuck. Oh. Now that was a healthy sneeze.
Several.
Right. Yeah, especially that last one. So, guys, we need to consider at least some things. And I don't want to shoot down everything,
Freaking blanks over here. This is incredibly irritating.
It's a mystery wrapped in an enigma. So I don't blame you.
Deep fried in a conundrum. Okay. Obviously, I've already tried diplomacy. That didn't work. Mostly it was my bad roll, but I've already set things off on a bad foot.
Maybe it couldn't work, even if you rolled high. There's always that,
Okay. I think the solution, or a solution.
What about healing?
Again, what are we healing? The only thing I can think of to heal is unless we can literally heal the relationship somehow, and we are in the realm of metaphysics, so such a thing is theoretically possible.
Yeah, but you can't heal it like a wound.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and
wound.
we can't heal.
Maybe you could try singing to her. Give her a Mother's Day card. Make her breakfast in bed.
Rub her
Flowers.
shoulders,
Foot
stand
rub.
on top of Goggins, get high enough.
Okay,
Women
guys,
like
Forget
flowers.
inspiring word. Explain to the children that they have to live in their own lives and they can't.
So,
I guess literally an
guys,
inspiring
consider-
word.
Is there any cords attaching them?
Yo, guys, let's get back to it, yeah? So,
Are there any
This
cords
is a
attaching
real
the mother to the
Freudian-
story?
yeah, it kind of is, right? So consider the, let's say, antagonist in this situation Right? Her identity is
Be right
built out
back.
of two things. One, authority, which she likely had before motherhood, and motherhood. Represented by that wound over there.
So our two options
You could-
then,
yeah.
if we are trying to defeat her, is deny the authority or deny the motherhood.
Yeah,
Kill the children.
and given that
I
From
would
the-
very much prefer you did not do that.
not gonna go well for you. The authority you can't well deny because, well, if this is a creature, it has considerable power, at least over this immediate area. So, that's, or maybe it's intrinsically linked with the other one. Because this archetype is formed out of two aspects: the authority and the motherhood, right? Because you can have authority without motherhood. It can be like a female general, let's say. Right?
Again, I think it has to come back to either attempting to interact with or remove the children. We could attempt to interact with her and convince her, but again, if we can't heal, I think that her overbearingness is her archetype. We're not going to be able to change her mind, I don't think.
No,
I
they don't
think
seem
so.
they don't seem receptive to verbal or communication, right? Yeah, so you can attack the form, the children, or the very symbol of our motherhood.
I mean, I'm not. Whew. Again, we talk about metaphysics. I'm not sure I want to take a long, hard sword and stab it into that wound.
I mean,
Back.
if you were going to attack something like this, it better be in a weak point. Right?
I guess, yeah. If we were to attack,
It's
that
that
would be the
or
spot.
remove the children, and then if something bad happens, then attack her. It's one of those two options.
Removing the children's not going to go down well, is it? So,
But yeah, well, neither
Yes.
is stabbing her, unless we can kill her in one shot.
we have a better chance stabbing her than letting her attack us. Yes.
Have you tried talking?
It doesn't seem to work.
I
That's the
greeted
thing.
her, and I attempted to interact with the soldier. The only person I haven't directly tried to interact with is the daughter. I suppose there's something that could be said there from the perspective of, like, you don't want to end up like her, right? She's raised you to be a mother like her. Don't perpetuate this.
Talking doesn't seem to do much, if anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
I don't think
probably
it's gonna
something we can do to comfort them.
Again, if they're not responding to communication, you can, be right back.
What do you think then? Stabby, stabby? Stabby, stabby time?
Probably okay. I really do want to at least put a hand on the soldier's shoulder. That's what my
Stab in the
character's gonna
wound?
want to do. I would say ready an attack in case this goes badly. Stab her the moment she moves. But I'm gonna.
Why are we choosing violence as the answer?
Because everyone seems to be saying that's what we're doing. I'm not saying we necessarily should do that, but
Hit her right in the pussy.
talking isn't gonna work. And every time I suggest moving someone just says that'll go badly, as if stabbing her isn't also gonna go badly.
Maybe we could give her a baby.
They give her a
Uh,
Goggin stab.
Yeah, put another baby in her. Then she won't be having this empty nest feeling.
We'll draw
Maybe
the
we could-
curtains.
Maybe we could put a baby in there, not literally, but some kind of a doll or
What
something.
what would represent a child? Or an infant?
What if we squished up Holger, like really small? Just
Take
jammed him
Holger
in there.
in.
Well, he's the squishiest, so. What do you guys think
You
about?
know, this is the problem with fatherless households.
Yeah, I did wonder who the father was.
Gouch.
It's probably go.
Maybe that's the missing component.
True, but who would that? Unless it's the hermit. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, he went out to get smokes and he never came back.
Or, you know, if she really is that overbearing, then, you know, maybe he was like, I'm getting out of here. Still cowardly, but a little more understandable.
She's facing away from the children, right?
Yeah, I
Yes.
already suggested that. She could probably
And
see
again,
everything.
I don't think it's gonna work, because I think she's gonna know everything about her children. Which is why I think the exact moment we touch the child, she's gonna react.
I'm back.
She's not gonna react as badly as if we haul off and stab her.
Maybe she'll just turn around and go, "Oh hey, my babies," and that'll be that. Like we'll interact with the children. We'll get her to turn and look. Or maybe we hook Goggins up with the daughter, and the daughter will take Goggins
Guys,
home to meet her
guys, come
mother,
on.
and then the mother will,
Yeah,
Okay,
give her some grandbabies. There's lots of children that have made up with their parents over grandchildren.
We get it, bro, but let's be serious here, yeah? Come
Who
on.
says I'm not serious?
Oh my god.
You're
Well, this
literally
is not
eating while you're
sticking.
talking, you're not serious.
Any of his bits in there.
I just think that correct answer probably is this is going to dissolve into violence sooner or later. We're too violent of a party to be able to fix this the other way.
I mean, to be fair, that's how we fix 99% of our problems.
But I do want to, at least before we start, I want to at least
What,
put my
putting a
arm on
baby in them?
my hand on the soldier's shoulder. It's just I'm not gonna. I'm gonna want to do that.
I mean, Frith solved the problem that way. Kale's working on it.
So,
Gotta take one for the team, Goggins.
Oh my god, you picked a winner for me there.
I'm gonna want to go and put my arm on the shoulder of the.
Come on, Goggins, just a bag of meat.
soldier.
It's a regular bag of meat right there.
I
Well,
mean,
not
We
to,
can
not to
stop
reference the
talking about
Princess
bone of the
Diaries,
Empress.
but
prefer my women a little warmer.
well. Well, guys, what'll it be?
Moment of truth.
I mean, Kale's not taking point on this one. He's just making suggestions.
Look, let's just again. I just want to put my arm on that guy's my hand on the soldier's shoulder, as a show of, compassion and I've been where you are. Probably not going to end well, but this was getting boring anyway.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, you do that. Nothing happens.
Oh, for the love of God. Okay.
Okay, now pants him.
No, I'm not doing that. Hilarious, but I'm not doing that. Although that actually is an idea. Not that, but if we remove the helmet that is the symbol of his archetype.
You know,
Have him go back to being a child.
it's one thing to, put a hand on their shoulder, no big deal. But trying to remove apparel, it's kind of, assault.
True.
Just start peeling his helmet off, and he starts screaming in pain as you're separating it from his head.
You know you
What
need
if,
to get
what if
consent.
it is his head?
Don't touch me.
Do you consider that?
No, I hadn't. Actually, I had not. Unironically, I hadn't.
Yeah, well,
Gotta get consent first.
in this place, anything is possible. So, you know.
All right. I think the only option we have then is to literally remove the children, which is going to go badly, but that was always going to happen. I don't see any other options. I can't think of
There
anything
are.
else. If anybody has, I'm
Other
certain
than
there are,
stabby-
but I can't
there's
think of any. Does
stabby.
anybody have any other option?
Does Goggins want to lose his patience and stab her?
I mean, we could try and
He
turn
can.
him.
It's in his character, in fact.
He's
Why all
going
this
that way.
talking?
Too much talking.
Why no stabbing?
More stabbing needed.
If
So,
that's actually
Right.
going to happen, then, you know, it better be God, because it's not going to be Kairos.
Fuck this, lads. I'm stabbing her.
I don't have any solutions, and I can't possibly stop Goggins. So
roll a
Right.
melee basic.
Goggins will take his giant longsword in hand. How tall are these, by the way? Just like, how tall is the Empress?
Let me see. So the children look about as tall as Goggins. This is about 7 feet, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
okay, well before you try
She-
anything,
she is about 2.7 meters or 9 feet.
Okay, so basically the wound would come to kind of Goggins, sort of, I guess.
Yeah,
neck or
you
something.
definitely have reach, especially with your big ass sword, right?
Right.
what
Or-
Goggins? If you want to
or-
cut something, why don't you cut the cord?
Or you
And
can,
other
or if you're worried about, the height difference, you can have Gil shoot a lance of faith. Might be
That's
just
not
No.
gonna happen.
why not?
No, it's good.
Okay.
Gil
He
doesn't
can-
want to
he can
attack
reach.
anything without cause.
Yeah,
Why don't you try cutting the cord?
Yeah, well, Goggins is a bit more reckless. Okay, roll it, eh?
Okay.
I keep forgetting there is a cord. That would have been a
Fuck
better
this,
thing
lads.
to do.
Stabbing her in the
What
fucking
cord?
heart.
Did I mention a cord?
Yeah, you said there's like umbilical cord coming from her to the children and stuff.
No, I never mentioned that.
Well, you said there was something running from her to them.
No? No, you're imagining things, bro.
Okay, I'm imagining
No,
things.
their connection is just, immaterial. But is maybe stronger than, literal bindings. Okay, so Goggins, you stab that wound thing.
Right in the wound.
33. Okay. You
Right in
managed
the baby
to,
maker.
You managed to smash it like a piece of pottery, actually. It
Interesting.
literally shatters. Not that sound. Not that sound, of course. It, strangely enough, doesn't produce sound. Not even a squish from,
She was
steel-
barren.
from steel splitting flesh. Yeah, it's like you smashed a porcelain doll. But
Right.
that produces a feeling in you and everyone else in your party. Imagine you were just freed from a terrible burden. A weight has lifted off your shoulders. And you feel grateful, in fact. Might want to figure out why that is?
I've got a theory.
You took
Has anything?
the Empress's identity. Because the whole thing was built on a dual thing. Dual nature. Just one isn't enough, you see.
Goggins, you're gonna get the Nobel Peace Prize.
Once you take away one of those, it's all thrown into question.
no other medic has ever done. You cured
And-
menopause.
And given that she no longer feels that calling, I guess, they are now free. So that's the
Well, Goggins, you've taught us a valuable lesson today.
yeah.
Sometimes the solution to a problem really is to stab something.
Yeah. How about that?
I told you 99% of our problems. Fixes.
Stable.
Stabby fixes.
Actually,
Alright,
nearly all problems in this area have been solved by violence.
That's pretty good. I think we may have time for one more of these. So count the victories, I guess. 1 to kill, 1 to Goggins. Who wants to roll the next die?
I'll roll. I'm still kind of miffed that I didn't get a. So
Well,
close
who
to
hasn't
using
rolled
it.
yet?
Yeah,
I
good
have.
question.
You rolled, Goggins rolled, Frith.
Frith rolled.
I think I rolled in.
Yeah, Frith rolled. 10, huh? Okay. Interesting. Ooh, yeah, boy. Where the fuck did I put it? Okay. Okay, let me upload a new thing. Okay, you leave the area with the cathedral, right? And looking for some other things to explore. And this time,
We're gonna find where Dad went to get smokes.
you find a rather large complex. Well, it looks like a building, but not like any building you've seen ever before. Right? It's
Oh no, it's the
excessively tall.
cube.
It's excessively tall, shaped like a cathedral of sorts, but not quite. And the thing in the middle is open domed, doesn't have a roof over it. Right? So you'll see when I here. Okay?
Where's Vanna White?
And you guys are basically like this, tall, right? So kind of like that. Yeah, so it's a long way there. And yeah, everything is fucking huge. Like even scaling one of these things, you know, like 1 section, 2 section, not so fun.
Overcompensating.
The thing that really stands out about this place is the geometry of the things. So you can see a lot of, well, for one, perfect circles. Right, so first we got this, right? Yeah, we got like this. Well, I drew it badly. And then you can see a lot of Fibonacci, right? So you can see in all of these groves, right? The perfect ratio. Look, yeah?
Yep.
All that good stuff.
It's all cyclical.
It's not quite like that Junji Ito manga. And,
Which one?
Huh? Which one? I think it was Uzumaki. With the spirals, right? Yeah. And this, oddly enough, gives you a sense of, well, not familiarity, comfort, certainty. Well, maybe not. Curiosity, I think, should be the most appropriate. And there's a rather large construct up in the middle of that courtyard, up in the front there. So if you want to explore, you need to go towards it. It's a good half an hour of walking, or 20 to 30 minutes.
Feels like someone's trying to overcompensate or fixated on something.
What do you mean?
I can
So
appreciate
many
an
circles.
obsession. I wouldn't mind taking a look.
If you want to look.
I mean, to shape perfect circles out of what's essentially was at least at one point semi-organic material, I can
it is,
appreciate the
it is.
craftsmanship, if nothing
It
else.
is, it is. No, but these shapes are found all throughout nature, as you know.
Perfect circles aren't, though.
Well,
Not as far as I'm aware, anyway. I could be wrong. Has been known to happen from time to time.
I suppose, you know. But this place is surreal, and you know what surreal means? It means over reality. So this is kind of an idealized form. Of course, in someone's vision. Probably not yours, though.
Can't be too ideal. I don't see a sun anywhere.
Yeah, not enough booba.
I said sun, but
Yeah, well, with each their own, yeah. So yeah, going forward.
I'll head there.
Okay, so as you approach, you can see the construct is sort of a shell of a building. It just has.
Oh, wait, hang on. Actually, before I do, could I short rest? I get the feeling I might need friggin' Life's Losing Hand again.
Just use it if you need to.
Okay.
Right. You notice the construct there is basically all walls. Well, up until a certain height, anyway, right? Okay. Let me draw a thing. So up until this level here, it's just all walls, all surrounding, right? That thing. And the walls are kind of like red glass or crystal, I guess. It's all contiguous. It's vaguely translucent. And yeah. You look up.
Well, shit.
There's all kinds of formations and things. It's a rather strange construct.
so Kale would like to take his mace and a climbing python and try and carve out a fist-sized chunk of that material.
Okay, give me a strength check.
I'd almost be reluctant to. This thing's
Ah,
so
shit.
pristine.
Do I get
You
any
get-
bonus for using a python and a hammer?
No.
Did you get the braces of mental might? Okay.
No. Not yet. Fuck.
Yeah, the python slips out of your hand and you hit your hand. Two damage.
And we're sure that it's just walls. There's no entrance until you get.
I mean, no,
Potentially.
look, there is an entrance, right? I drew a semicircle here.
Oh, I see. If it's crystalline, does that mean we can see in, or is it too?
So basically,
much?
it's like this. Potentially, it's multi-layered. You know, like something like that.
Well, all else fails. Time for bravado. Let's roll in like we own the place.
Yeah. Actually, let me draw that again. Can I erase stuff? Do I have an eraser? No, I don't. Oh, fuck.
We don't see any.
Let me
Any drawings
try
on our
to draw the best I can. Okay, so that's the entrance, yeah? Of course, you're faced with another of those walls. And that's about as much as you can see from where you are here. Right? Well,
But yeah, you said there. Oh, I thought you were talking about the crystalline structure that also has, that has an entrance.
well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, I'm a little confused. Is the crystalline structure the thing it's in the distance in the background, or is that
Yeah.
the thing up front?
No,
Okay.
I drew it there so I could easily draw a circle.
Ah.
Because this thing
Was
is
it-
vaguely circular and it has an entrance.
Hmm.
It's like we're in Altered Valley.
Come on, fucking E already.
Could that be one of those like sort of blood crystal things that we saw?
No, this one's different. More foggy. Because that blood crystal was quite clear. You can even see bubbles in it.
That also means that there's a lot we can't see. Like, we can't see into it from the outside.
No.
It's super foggy.
It's rather opaque in that sense, yeah.
The only solution, as I say, stroll in like we own it.
So you go inside, yeah?
Let's do it.
Use your drawing tool to draw me the way you go in.
You mean from the in the circle?
Yeah.
Always go left.
Drawing. Measure distance, journal notes.
See you later, Frith.
Control.
Yeah, see you guys, I gotta go.
Swamp.
Cheers,
Sorry.
bro.
Here's
Take care. Always go left.
How do I draw tool again?
The crayon on the left, and then the draw freehand.
Crayon.
Crayon on the left. Don't see a crayon.
It's like a pencil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that either. I see, if you're referring to the options, I've got token controls, select token, measurement, select targets, journal notes, and measure distance. That's what's under the anvil.
You don't see the third one down on the left is like a little pencil.
No.
Fuck. Sorry, just a second, guys. Checking permissions. Maybe. No, it seems fine.
It's always been like this. I've never had that.
Display ruler. Why would someone? Maybe only you have it, Daru, because you're a trusted player.
Do we have to draw it? Can't we just say we go left or we go
I
right?
mean, I guess.
There's only two directions
but,
to go.
But do tell me if you
No,
have
there
the
isn't.
drawing tool.
I think what he's saying is you can enter a circle on the ground from any direction. I think is what he's saying.
No, there's a clear entrance. Look, E.
Oh, so then, if that's the only entrance, then why are we drawing where we're? Oh, is it where we're going in the room?
Inside, yes. Because there's
Okay.
tunnels. It's not
Oh
hollow.
yes, left and right. Now I see.
Can we not go down this to like this central bit?
What?
Is the line on the ground also a wall we have to avoid before the E?
No. No,
Okay,
I
that's a
just
different
no. I'm just showing you that this circle that I drew is a representation of the, looking from
Right.
above the structure.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Took
you
me a moment to
go in
realize
through
that.
here, and then you see this wall in front, which forces you to go either left or right.
Flip an infernal coin. It said left. I'm heading left.
Left. Can anyone draw that? Except it's not me.
I would do something like boop boop.
Like this? Is that showing?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, but that's a
all
wall. You
weird.
pass through 2 walls. You have to go up here and then this way and then into the room like that.
Well, I didn't draw the whole thing. I'm waiting to see where you go. Oh my god.
Oh, I see. This is just what we can see from where we are.
Yeah.
I get it. The labyrinth. I see.
We go to the left, yeah? Up. The tunnel continues. I suppose I should draw this map properly for next time. So we're all clear.
Oh.
How about that,
I
eh?
see. I see.
Yep, I'm
I
real.
see.
I know
I-
what's
I-
going on, and this is gonna be fun.
Right.
I think I'll do that for next time, because, yeah. It takes
this
a while
showing?
to... let go. Yeah, it's showing.
Just don't stop on bankrupt.
Yeah, guys. Let's, resume this next time. How about that? Because I want to draw a proper map so we can,
Okay.
we can,
Okay.
navigate
I got a
this.
football game to watch. That's fine with me.
Alright, fellas. Yeah, gonna cut the stream. Maybe you can tell me what you think and stuff like that in just a second. Bye.
Gave,
Bye
gave,
bye.
gave some comfort.